But a stock that's trading a little bit lower is Midani, that's Mishra Dhatu Nigam, because the company posted a good set of numbers on the top line. However, margins contracted and the stock is trading at a 52-week high. So that's why we're seeing some bit of a pullback. They're sitting on an order book of close to around 1,400 crores or thereabouts. So understand what's the way ahead. Mr. Sanjay Kumar Jha, the chairman and MD of the company, joins us on the show. Hi, Mr. Jha. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining in. Well, good execution is what we have seen in the first quarter. Now, the last time you joined us, you said that in the coming year, we're definitely going to cross that 1,000 crore odd mark. So wanted to ask you, for FY24, do you stick to a revenue growth target of around 20%? And also tell us, what should the margin band look like? Because that has disappointed the street.
Yeah, first of all, you can see in the first quarter, our sales have grown more than almost 60% higher revenue compared to the last quarter of last year. But as you said about the pressure on the margin is mainly because of the raw material costs have gone up. And so this year, this has affected in the quarter one. And many products which we have done in this quarter is all high-end products where we are importing the raw material at a higher cost. So mainly because of that, the margin is less. But as I'm sure as we progress in the coming quarters and all, we can recover this. And mainly other one is that finance cost also has gone up because of the high interest rate, which is already there for every company. So these are the two regions, I think, mainly, which has resulted in this type of lower profit. But okay, I am sure that these things we can recover.
Mr. Jha, Mr. Jha, you're saying that the past quarter was impacted by raw material costs, but you're confident of a recovery. So give us a couple of numbers then. Revenue growth for FY24, will it be 20%? Will it be more or will it be less? And since margins will recover, what is the band we should work with? 25%, late 20s, early 30s? Give us a broad band, a 200 basis points band.
See, this quarter also, if you see, our EBITDA to sales is 25% more, 25.64. Last year it was around 35%. So 25% also is not a bad figure, but only since this company was going always more than 30. So expectations were higher that it should be around 30. So now at this time it has come 25.64. That is the first thing. Secondly, the growth, sales growth itself in this quarter has been very good. And I am sure that this year, since you can see our order book also has improved in the last quarter, that means the first quarter of this current financial year, we have almost booked more than 500 crores worth of orders. So order book also is going up, and I am sure that in coming quarters you will see that if the same trend is maintained, 20% growth is not impossible. Definitely will cross 20%.
Got that. Mr. Jha, can you split the order book in terms of defense and aerospace? And secondly, in February, it signed many MOUs during the aerospace show. Have those orders been converted?
Yeah, in fact, the order book position today, whatever order we have booked in the current this quarter, mainly it has come from the defense. So defense, when I say defense, it includes the aerospace also. So already that part is there, and second part is that export has indications are good. We have got, if you see our export figure, even though it is in numbers, it is hardly only more than 4 crores, but it was last quarter of the last financial year was first quarter of last financial year was only 2 crores. And I am sure that the type of order book we are having today of more than 35 crores, I am having the export order booked. So that will be also adding to our the earnings or the revenue in the coming quarters. So I am sure that the defense is going to contribute a lot, and defense excludes the aerospace also. And in addition to that, export is this financial year export is going to contribute in the big way. So these are the two, I think, factors which will be responsible for the growth of the company.
You said exports are 35 crore of order inflows in the current quarter?
Yeah, already we have the order in hand, 35 crores. And we are trying to negotiate with more than 100 crores order is, and we are trying to negotiate now.
Okay, so what should be the ballpark mark in terms of exports as a contribution of your total revenues?
This year we are targeting around 200 crores of export. It should be around almost 15% of our revenue.
Okay, 15% of revenue. Got that. You briefly mentioned, sir, that borrowing cost has gone up. I'm guessing your working capital as well would have got stretched. So what's the working capital days? I think towards the end of last year, it got stretched a little bit.
Yeah, working capital is the issue for us because of the inventory level is quite big because of that's what we are trying to see, that our inventory should come down, our work in progress should come down. So that efforts are on. And since our many products which we are supplying requires a long gestation period, processing time is long. So normally if you see in the Q1, Q2, you'll see the buildup of work in progress will be there. Otherwise, we cannot meet the requirement of Q3, Q4. So this is what it will be, variation will be there because of our products are very niche in nature. So because of that only this pressure will be there.
Final question, Mr. Jha. You know, if I just pull up the last 1 year chart of the stock price, when it was around 200 rupees, when it was 250 rupees, 300 rupees, and now it's 350 rupees. I've asked you, the largest shareholder, could they be interested in doing an OFS? You have replied to me saying there's a possibility. Have you heard any kind of, sound bites on that front? Is an OFS likely, say, in the coming quarter? Because the share price has gone up drastically. And as you said, FY24 could be good. So have you got indications from the government of India?
It is under consideration.
But it was under consideration, sir, the last time as well. So is it likely in the coming quarter?
I am sure maybe this financial year they may go for that. But we are not having the control on this. Is done by the policy makers and then government of India. So depending on the market position, they will take decision. And I think that not only that Midhani, many other companies are also in the queue for OFS. So it is expected that any time it will come.
Okay, we will watch out for that announcement. Thank you very much, sir, for joining in and giving us some details on the business today. That is Mishra Dhatu.